Winter on the homestead may look peaceful, but beneath the stillness is a steady rhythm of preparation. As the sun rises over the Appalachian Mountains, I'm reminded of the strength it takes to live this way of life. This isn't the multi-generational farm I grew up on, but the work we do here carries the same purpose, providing for the months ahead. Winter isn't idle. It's the groundwork for everything to come. I feel most connected to my heritage when I'm in the kitchen. It makes me think about how our ancestors approach life's challenges, like my great-grandma, who raised 10 children on our multi-generational homestead in the early 1900s. Winters back then weren't just a time for rest, but a test of everything they'd worked for all year. Without electricity or modern conveniences, survival depended on their ingenuity. Root cellars stocked with potatoes and apples and beans dried and strung, and meat cured with salt or smoke. It's humbling to imagine the resilience it took to thrive in those conditions, and it makes me wonder how we face challenges today. Do we carry the same resourcefulness, or do we lean too heavily on convenience? While I can rely on a dehydrator or a stocked freezer, there's something about stepping into those timeless rhythms, planning ahead, working with what I have, that feels so grounding and purposeful. Perhaps their legacy isn't just about preserving food, but about teaching us to approach life with intention, to face what's ahead with a sense of preparation and gratitude. What lessons could we all take from that mindset, not just in the kitchen, but in how we approach our everyday lives? I used to think of winter as a season of waiting, but really it's a season of preparing. The work shifts indoors, canning, drying, planting the garden, but it never stops. I imagine my great-grandma in her kitchen, carefully storing away what her family would need to last the season, relying on her cellars and smokehouses, and simple knowledge passed down through generations. It makes me wonder, have we lost some of that wisdom in exchange for convenience? Maybe true sustainability isn't just about food. It's about the way we approach life, thinking ahead, working with what we have, and making choices that serve us well in the long run. There are so many ways to preserve food, and one of the easiest is dehydrating. The London Sunshine Food Dehydrator is a durable stainless steel tool that makes preserving food simple and efficient. With a horizontal airflow system, it dries evenly across all 6 trays. No rotating required. It offers precise temperature control from 95 degrees Fahrenheit to 167 degrees Fahrenheit. and a 24-hour timer with automatic shutoff, so I can set it and walk away. For fruits like apples and oranges, 140 degrees for 8 to 12 hours locks in color and sweetness while extending shelf life. Reliable and energy efficient, it's a practical addition to any kitchen for preserving homegrown or seasonal produce. Use my link to use my code MEGAN for 10% off. Winter feeding is one of the biggest tasks on the farm. Cattle require extra nutrition this time of year as they burn more energy to stay warm and are not able to graze on fresh grass. Round bales are an efficient way to keep them fed through the cold months. This is why winter preparation starts long before the first frost. Storing enough hay, ensuring water doesn't freeze, and keeping an eye on all the animals through the colder seasons is so important. It's kidding season over here at the goat barn. Newborn goats, or kids, arrive in the coldest months, full of energy and curiosity. Goats are often considered hardier than sheep, with their ability to browse a variety of food sources and withstand diverse climates. Still, newborns need warmth, dry bedding, and close monitoring in the first days. There's nothing quite like stepping into the barn and hearing the soft bleats of tiny kids, one of the simple joys of winter on the farm. There's a rhythm to winter, the work, the rest, the quiet moments that make the season feel so special. This hill has been our favorite sledding spot for years. And no matter how cold it gets, the kids never seem to get tired of it. While we're out here playing, my dad is over on the other side of the farm feeding the heifers. It's a reminder that while things change, others stay the same. The work, the seasons, the traditions, they all carry on. After a morning of sledding, we make our way over to the sheep pasture. Unlike goats who love browsing, sheep are grazers, and in winter they're content with hay and the open field. The work we do in the quiet seasons matters just as much as the work we do in the busy ones. Generations before us understood this well. Winter was a time of gathering, mending, and setting the stage for the hard work of spring. Their survival depended on it, but so did their peace of mind. Today, we may not rely on root cellars or smokehouses, but the principle is the same. The effort we put in now shapes what's ahead. Maybe the best thing we can do is slow down, take stock, and ask ourselves, are we building a life that can sustain us in every season? Thanks for following along with me today. Please consider subscribing. Until next time, friend.